Sorry about my appearance. Have you ever wondered what the future would be like when you were growing up? Did you ever think about it? I used to think about how I thought things may be in the future, like time warp or like the movie Back to the Future, flying cars and everything. And I really thought that there's no telling what it would be like today when I was a kid, but it's not that way. But anyways, the main thing was I imagined what the future was going to be like. Well, all of that is changing with today's youth, and the parents are really the ones to blame for it. Children today, they don't use their imaginations. We don't make them. Like I say, make them. We're bad about just giving them a tablet and letting them go. Oh, here's a tablet. Take the tablet. You'll be quiet. I can keep doing what I'm doing. I'll get what I need to get done, and everything will be good. Life's good, right? Well, maybe and maybe not. I have two boys. One's 8, one's 4. I was bad about giving them both a tablet. They both wanted a tablet all the time, so I'm like, hey, yeah, get out of my hair. Here you go. Here's a tablet. Well, I didn't realize I may have been doing more hurt than I was doing good. I say that because tablets in children are habit forming. It's kind of like they become a tablet addict, kind of like there's drug addicts. Well, there's tablet addicts, I guess you could call them, or that's what I'm going to call them. And it's a real thing, and the way it affects our children's brains is very similar to the same way drugs affect an adult's brain, or alcohol affects someone's brain, the way it thinks, your motor skills. And let me tell you, when I finally realized, when my wife told my kids, hey, y'all are on the tablet too much, we're cutting it out, that's it. Get off your tablets. Well, my kids just sat around in the living room lost. They didn't know what to do. The only thing they could think of was, hey, we need a tablet. We can't do anything without a tablet. Well, that's when it hit me that, hey, I've really been doing wrong. Hell, my kids are addicted to this thing. I mean, they don't know what to do right now. They don't know, hey, let's go outside and maybe we can come up with this or come up with that. Hell, when I was young, we played outside and we always thought of something to do. And anyways, NASA had constructed a test to give potential employees that were going to be like their engineers and jobs, so an architect, so forth, jobs like that. They give them a creativity test. Well, to help find, I guess, creative candidates. Well, they give that same test to a group of kids at the age of 5, and the results from that thing were kind of crazy. Did you know that kids at the age of 5 are tested to be creative geniuses on this thing, and outscored the adults from NASA that had taken it by leaps and bounds? Well, they give this same group of kids this test throughout 25 years of their life. And through that 25 years, after 5 years, when they were 10, the numbers started dropping. When they were 15, the numbers went down more. You know, people lose their creativity the older they get. The older you get, the less creative you get. What I'm getting at is, well, if your kids are creative geniuses, but they're on a tablet all the time, they never get to have the chance to grow it, like to keep it as long as they can. We're taking something away from them that doesn't need to be taken away from them. So like I said before, parents are to blame for this. Parents are to blame for the way the future for our children are going to be, because they don't know how to imagine. We're not giving them a chance to learn how to use their imaginations to create anything. And I'm not saying that you're a bad parent for giving your kids a tablet, but they don't have to have one all the time. It's really not good for them. There's tons of studies that show that it's not. And if you don't believe me, just Google it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And my persuasive, informative speech has been over creativity and how parents are to blame for our children losing it, and we're enabling them to almost be a drug addict, except a tablet addict, and we shouldn't enable our kids to be doing something that's really harmful to them and harmful for their future. And this is what my persuasive speech is over, and I hope everyone had a good year and has a good evening. Thank you.